Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I am Ryan Bolin. Thank you all for joining once again. So, Star Wars actor Mark Hamill have made a statement and tweeted that President Joe Biden is the best president we have ever had. Now, that's a strong statement, right? Yeah. And for those that believe, like, man, wait a minute, that's you off, bro. You off. Let's hear what his argument is. Let's hear what his argument actually is, if he has an argument. Let's hear what he has to actually say to justify that President Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had, okay? And by the way, also, he says in the same time, he says former President Trump is the worst we've ever had. But let's find out what his reasoning is. Let's find out what his argument is. So let's get right into this. Yeah. The lunacy of it all. The lunacy of it all. Mark Hamill came out swinging for Joe Biden this week by declaring him the, quote, best president we've ever had, putting him above the likes of Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. The Star Wars actor has reposted a message from Biden in 2020 declaring Trump the worst president we've ever had. So he went and did that in 2020. Okay. It doesn't go into any detail of why he said Joe Biden is the best president and why we've ever had and why former President Trump is the worst president. He doesn't explain any of that in his tweets. I'm looking at the tweet. It didn't say that. It didn't elaborate. So there's something else going on here. Let's read on. Hamill has frequently espoused far-left politics on social media for years, as well as contributing to a virtual fundraiser for Biden during his 2020 campaign. He declared himself proud to appear in a video produced by the Fox conservative Lincoln Project, advocated for Michelle Obama to become vice president, spread a fake report that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis banned the book To Kill a Mockingbird, lent his name to a fundraising email for Russian hoaxer Adam Schiff, and even attacked Ivanka Trump for posting a photo of her son in a Star Wars stormtrooper Halloween costume. And when I read it, I'm like, well, okay, bro, you ought to be happy that she was willing to do that, because basically what she's saying is, I remember Star Wars and I remember the Stormtroopers. That movie was awesome, and let me just have my son dress up. Why? You ought to be happy she remembers the movie. You ought to be happy that the child even likes the movie. Anyway, that just shows you're not irrelevant, sir, but you're going to make yourself irrelevant by acting this way. But anyway, let's go on. Biden, an increasingly unpopular president, according to what this article is saying here, has been relying heavily on celebrity endorsements versus grassroots supports. Let me say something about that. That is a crying shame when it seems that all you need is people to endorse you and dish out a bunch of money in order for you to be elected. Is that what is that what I'm hearing here? Is that what I'm reading here? That's a crying shame. Never mind the policies of the individual. Never mind what they stand for. Just dish out the money, and that's all that matters. If that is the issue here, if all it is that you need to just bring in the money and bring in the money and bring in the money, if that's all there is, then we are done for. Now, I understand that campaigns cost tons of money. Anyone campaigning, I understand enough to understand that it costs tons and tons of money, millions and millions and millions of dollars. I get it. But if money is the only thing that's going to promote these potential candidates, if money is the only thing that's going to put them up there in the presidency or the Senate or the House rep, whatever, then we are toast. Because that means it doesn't matter what their policies are. It doesn't matter if they're the Antichrist. It won't matter. All you need is more money, more money, more money, more money. Crying shame, man. Anyway, let's go on. As the Associated Press highlighted recently, Biden raised $26 million last month at a fundraiser event with the help of star-studded talent. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was up first to warm up the crowd of about 5,000 supporters. Entertainers, too, lined up to make the case for Biden. Lizzo belted out her hit About DAMN Time. I never heard of it, don't want to hear about it. It sounds like a dumb title anyway. And MC Mindy Kaling joked that it was nice to be in a room with, quote, so many rich people. adding that she loved that they were supporting a president who openly promises to, quote, raise your taxes. That ought to be an oxymoron right there. You voting for a president that said, I'm going to raise your taxes, you rich people. You, the same people contributing to me, I'm going to raise your taxes. But you know what's crazy? When he says that, in reality, when Democrats say we're going to raise taxes, it's not the big corporates that they're going to raise taxes. That's just small talk. The aim is to raise the taxes of the middle class. Okay, them the ones are going to suffer. Need I say more? Let's quit playing games, man. Anyway, at one point, Colbert said he suspected some Americans had forgotten some of the more concerning aspects of Trump's presidency, including January 6, 2021, when a mob of Trump supporters violently stormed the U.S. Capitol in a failed effort to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. This is what the mainstream media have been spinning ad nauseum. I mean, it's like, come on. I heard what Trump actually said. I heard the whole speech, and he did not incite violence. He said, go in peace, be peaceful. But the mainstream media snipped that out and spun it as if he was evoking or provoking or inciting these people to create mass chaos. That was not the case. Need I say any more about it? Let's go on, man. That's ridiculous. We need to go over that. The fundraiser had different tiers of access depending on a donor's generosity. Other participating celebrities included Queen Latifah, Ben Platt, Cynthia Erivo, and Leah Michelle. Never heard of any of those. The only person I've heard of was Queen Latifah. Okay. And tickets sold for as low as $225. Regardless of his celebrity endorsements, the president's approval rating now stands at an historical re-election low. Now, this is the part that got me here. It's like really, is it really an historical low? President Joe Biden's average approval rating is well below the historic threshold for the incumbent to win re-election, Breitbart News reported. Real Clear Politics' average of Biden's approval rating stands at 40.3%, while 56.3% disapprove of the president. And my question is this. Why is it at 40.3%? Shouldn't it be at 10.3%, 5.3%, 1.3%, 0%? Why is it at 40.3%? These numbers, they're almost like a contradiction of what I'm actually seeing in terms of his policies and the things that President Biden promotes and encourages. It seems to me that his ratings should be even lower than that. So why is it at 40.3? Makes no sense. End of article right there. As I said earlier, I wanted to try to see if I could find some justification for actor Mark Hamill's idea or belief that President Biden is the best president we've ever had. Okay, he didn't give any argument in that. I read the tweet. That's all he said was that he was the best president we've ever had. Now, having said that and having read that statement without him actually elaborating and justifying why he believes that, I've come to this conclusion. This is my conclusion on that. Maybe perhaps this is some kind of mind control tactic. And what I mean by that is maybe someone, and I'm stretching outside the box, maybe someone, his higher ups, those that control and manipulate and direct his career, told him, say this, just say, President Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had. Don't explain it. Don't elaborate on it. Don't give any details on it because in reality, his policies are terrible. People are turning against him. But just say, as a celebrity, okay, that he is the best president we've ever had in order to manipulate the people into thinking, maybe you're right, people. Mark Hamill, maybe you're right. Maybe Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had. Maybe this whole idea of open borders and letting illegals come in and so forth and causing all kinds of violence and chaos in cities all over the country, maybe that's not all that bad. Maybe this promoting and encouraging and pushing of legislation and laws on our kids in school that are extremely sexually provocative and confusing these children sexually, maybe that's not all that bad. You know, they're little kids, they're innocent, but they'll be all right. They'll grow out of it. Maybe it's not all that bad. maybe pushing and encouraging and promoting policies that are soft on crime and all over. Maybe that's not all that bad. I know people getting shot. I know a lot of these criminals are doing terrible things and getting a slap on the wrist and getting out of jail and getting out of prison and getting out of whatever, no bails and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I know that. I know, and they go and commit more crimes, sometimes worse than the ones they committed that actually put them in jail or whatever. I know that, but that's all in my mind. That's all in my mind. Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had. Forget about any president before then. Forget about any president that's going to be in the future. Joe Biden is the man, and we need to support him regardless of the evidence on the contrary. Person believes that, you are gone. I'm sorry. Boo-boo, you are gone. Your mind is gone. Give me some sound reasons that Joe Biden is the best president we've ever had. Give me some sound reasons, because clearly Mark Hamill, who I liked in the Star Wars movies, okay, I liked him. But bro, your political rhetoric and your justification for saying this is completely unfounded. You have not given any factual data, and as far as I'm concerned, no one has really laid out a factual foundation for what Joe Biden is doing good in this country for all Americans. I'm not talking about transgenders, and I'm not talking about all of that nonsense and the radical activist groups who are loonier than people in the Looney Tune, a loony bin, whatever. I'm not talking about those people. Their minds are gone. They don't count in my book. Okay, they're gone. They've been radicalized so much they can't even think. You would ask them, what's 1 + 1? They're I don't know what 1 + 1. They probably wouldn't even know. Like, really, I'm not joking. I'm like serious about that. They're gone. They don't even count in my book as to asking any relevant, logical questions about the legitimacy of Joe Biden's presidency. I wouldn't even ask that. So that's my conclusion on it. Once again, here we have a celebrity who maybe doesn't have anything, maybe doesn't have anything else to do. Maybe he feels he's irrelevant and he needs to continue to make money. So, hey, let me just endorse these radical politicians and get some handouts in the meantime and stay relevant in the meantime and stay on the map in the meantime. Stay before people in the meantime, This will keep me before the people. Maybe that's his reasoning in saying this foolish statement, because he has not justified it with any viable evidence whatsoever. So I'm going to end it by saying, no, he's not the best president we've ever had. I'm going to say, and I'm not going to even say he's the worst president we've ever had. Not going to even say that. All I'm going to say is he certainly is not the best president we've ever had. His policies are not good for all American people. They may be good for portions of American people if they want to call themselves Americans. Okay, but not for all American people. The American people, from what I'm reading and from what I am seeing, a lot of them are turning away from Joe Biden, including black people. And it isn't because white supremacy. Stop that stupid stuff. That's retarded. It's white supremacy. Man, come on, now. Don't make me go off. That's silly. People are getting tired of the nonsense, black and white, and they're turning from them. Common sense. Common sense. Let's quit playing games. Can't nobody be that dumb. But anyway, that's what I had to say about it. What do you guys think about Mark Hamill's statement that Joe Biden is the best president that we've ever had? Do you think he is? Or what? If so, please show me in the comment box, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm off. Maybe it's something I'm missing. But let me know in the comment box. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.